What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. In today's content, we are going to learn how I sew this mustard cross turban head wrap. If you're ready, guys, keep watching. Here, guys, I've already cut my fabric. Now I'm going to show you the measurement. Now that I'm done at taking the measurement, I went ahead and unfold my fabric like this. For this turban, guys, the fabric that I'm going to be using is this kind of material that can stretch a lot at least one side of it. That being said, I would recommend you guys to use any stretchy fabric that you have. If you have any stretchy fabric, make use of that kind of fabric. Now, guys, I went ahead and fold my fabric in two equal half, like you see me doing it, and positioning my fabric like this. Holding your fabric right side face each other like this. Then I went ahead and start stitching all the way until to the another end. Stitching, guys, make sure that you use the stitch that would allow your fabric to stretch even after you're done stitching. I recommend you to use the zigzag stitch overlocker or any stitch that would allow it to be stretchy, even though it won't break your thread. After that, I flip it inside out like this. Then I went ahead and fold it in two equal half, right side facing each other like this. Then I position my fabric so that it sits perfectly well. Now I'm going ahead, take my scissor and cut two equal pieces, yes, like this. Now that I'm done cutting, I went ahead and trim my excess fabric on this side to make it equally. Then after that, I confirm my measurement again. Using my tape, guys, I'm going ahead and find the midpoint for both pieces like this. Now that I'm done marking the midpoint of my pieces, I went ahead using my hand needle to sew the temporary gather stitch all the way where I just put a mark. The stitch that I'm stitching right here, guys, is temporary, so you don't need to secure it anymore. you will have to remove this stitch the time you start sewing this turban together. You will see me going forward removing the stitch. Now that I'm done with gathering my temporary stitch, I'm going ahead and expand the loop just like this. Pay attention guys, the next stitch seemed very complicated. I will make it simple for you. I will do this step twice so that you guys can see exactly what is going on here. So guys, here you just twist it like this. Now guys, I'm going to start twisting again so that you can see clearly, just like this. You cross them exactly where you just do your temporary stitch. This is how it's look like. Make sure that you position your fabric so that it look perfect and beautiful. This side guys is the right side facing us. This is the right side that face us. Now I'm done crossing my fabric. I'm taking my pin and pin down wherever I'm going to do the stitching. Make sure that you pay a lot of attention. This is the most tricky part. I'm going ahead and take this loop and fold it like this and pin it down wherever I'm going to do the stitching. Here guys, I'm pinning where I'm going to start with the stitch, and I also pin where I'm going to end my stitch. After pinning, I unfold it. I go to another loop. I do the same and fold it and pin where I'm going to start stitching and where I'm going to end stitching. Pinning guys is very important when stitching because it allows your fabric to be sticker and not move the time you do the stitching. Then unfold it like this, then fold it in two equal half like this, right side facing each other. Then I pin where I'm going to do the stitching. Now guys, I'm done pinning all the side that needs to be stitched. Now I'm going to start with the stitching. Remember guys, I was pinning the side that is going to be stitched like this side needs to be stitched until to the last pin, and this side as well. I'm going to do the stitching until here at the pin. I went to the other side. I start stitching all the way until to this point. Then I proceed like this. I leave one side opening. Going forward guys, I went ahead and trim the excess thread so that it look beautiful inside and outside. And guys, I'm going to show you where I just stitch. All this side I have done stitching. I left one side opening for the head circumference and the other side at the back of your turban. Then I went ahead and flip it inside out. Now guys, you can see where is the front panel. Now guys, I'm looking for the ends of the temporary stitch that I talked about earlier. Then I'm going to remove it like Now guys, I'm left with one side that needs to be stitched down, is the back side of your turban head wrap. Then I'm going ahead and pin. The pin now is not necessary because it's only one side. You can able to gather it, but for the point of securing, I'm going ahead and start pinning it down so that it won't move as well. The time I start with the stitching, I'm going to stitch all the way until to this point. Yes, I just need to pin. Seriously, I need to pin down before I do the stitching. This is very important. At this point guys, I will leave only one side that is not stitched, that is the side of the head circumference. Then I'm going ahead and start stitching all the way until this end. Now guys, stitching is done. I have already stitched. Now my turban is halfway done. Then I'm going ahead and cut the excess fabric at the back of the turban. This aim to reduce the bulk. If you don't cut this excess fabric, your turban would look like it has something big, bulky at the back of your turban. So guys, make sure that you always don't forget to cut it off after you stitch the back side of your turban. Now that I'm done guys cutting the excess fabric at the back of the turban, I'm going ahead using my hand needle and thread to sew the permanent gather stitch at the back of the turban. This makes your turban looks like it's having some gather things at the back. Make sure that you leave at least 1.5 inch at the back of your turban. Start at least 1/2 inch and start gathering your stitch just like this. Then guys, I continue gathering my stitch until to the top of the turban head wrap, and because this is the permanent stitch, make sure that you do the back stitch just to secure it so that it won't pull out the time you wear this turban head wrap. Make sure that you keep it secured. Now guys, I'm ready to do the back stitch to secure my stitch so that it won't pop out or pull out the time I put it on. This is very important. Now guys, I'm done securing my stitch. I cut off the excess thread so that this turban looks beautiful inside and outside. I'm going ahead and trim all the excess thread as well, like this. Then the turban is done guys. This is how it look like flipping it inside out. Then the turban is done. I'm going to put it on my mannequin so that you guys can see the final product beautiful on the mannequin. For the other two turban guys, the tutorial is already on the channel. If you want to see them, I would provide the link down below so that you can check it out. Now I'm going to put my turban on the mannequin so you guys can see the product, the final product on the mannequin. If you guys find this video useful, make sure that you subscribe on the subscribe button down below. Make sure that you like and share to your friend who you think this video might be useful to them. If you have any question guys, leave the comment on the comment section down below. Let me know how you feel about the video. Then kindly subscribe